DJ Akademiks was just on Vlad TV criticizing Young Thug's behavior. Let's dive into it.
Vlad, fuck that. Why would you get on Instagram on your story and tag him and said, I would have been killed you if I ain't like you, if I ain't like what you did for your kids and your mom. I'm like,
it's insane.
So finally, niggas are finally calling a flag on the fucking plays that Young Thug has been running up and down the field, dog. And the reason why I'm saying it is because finally somebody from the industry is telling the truth about how ridiculous Young Thug's moves have been. Somebody's finally telling the truth. I thought I was the only nigga that thought it might be a little bit weird, a little bit crazy that Young Thug was sitting there getting on interviews saying crazy shit like, if I ain't like what he was doing for his mama, I would have been killed him.
I put up a post the other day. I'm like, nigga, if I ain't like what you did for your mom and kids, like, I'm bigging him up. Like, nigga, I like what you do for your mom and your kids. He take care of his mom and his kids.
Speaking on?
YFN Lucci.
Wow.
Why he take care of his mom and his kids? Like, this nigga in the car, I got videos saved in my phone of goddamn him riding in the car with his kids. His daughter came up from the back seat with the water and poured it on his son, and in the front seat was asleep. He like woke up. It's like, I got these type of videos on my phone. Like, this real fatherhood. I respect this. The way he treat his mom and his kids will really stop me from doing something to him.
I heard that.
What? So I'm looking at it like, yo, I can't be the only nigga who, if I was in Young Thug's position, wouldn't say that on the internet. You couldn't pay me. If I'm Young Thug, you couldn't pay me to hop on the internet and say that if I didn't like what YFN Lucci was doing for his mama, I would have been killed him. You couldn't pay me to say that. Cause see, if I'm Young Thug, I'm looking at the success that I've built for myself, and there's no way on this planet I'm gonna trick myself out of it by trying to impress people. Cause that's what that clip was. That was a mixture of emotion. This nigga clearly doesn't like YFN Lucci, cause he's willing to threaten him over the internet. Emotion and arrogance. Young Thug really believed in his mind, I can say some shit like this and nothing's gonna happen to me. You gotta think about it. 7 years of investigating Young Thug and the rest of YSL. Over the course of 7 years, do you know how much comfort you can build in your own behavior in 7 years? Do you know how much comfort you can build in bad behavior in 7 months, much less 7 years? 7 years of thinking you're invincible. 7 years of thinking you're untouchable. 7 years of thinking, they ain't gonna grab me, I'm good, nigga. I'm straight, bro, ain't nothing gonna happen to me. 7 years. 7 years. It doesn't really surprise me, given Young Thug's mentality, that he would come out and say something like that. It just surprises me that no one else has pointed out how ridiculous this is. At what point do we consider going up on an interview and threatening another man's life as corny as we do Drake? We call Drake corny, but what has Drake really done that's corny? This is corny. This is what I consider corny. You hop on the interview and you threaten this nigga's life. You were just in a song. Young Thug in a song said, I shot at his mommy, he no longer mentioned me. In case y'all forgot, YFN Lucci's mama's house got shot up. We know you got beef with the nigga. You've acknowledged it on Twitter. You've acknowledged it in an interview. You threatened his life in an interview. Then you hop on a song and say, I shot at his mommy, he no longer mentioned me. Now, there's plausible deniability there. Young Thug and his lawyers could say, well, whose mommy did we shoot at? Who's no longer mentioning me? He could play that card, but we all know the truth. Come on, like, stop. You know who we all know who he's talking about. We all know who he's talking about. Now, when he's in court dealing with the jury, hearing these song lyrics, what do you think's gonna happen to him? He's gonna look even more guilty. There's nothing cool about handing over the evidence to the police, number one. Number two, there's nothing cool about destroying the community. Shooting up a nigga's mama's house? Really, bruh? Y'all know where YFN Lucci himself lives? Why is his mama house getting shot up? Why is this considered cool? Why can a nigga hop on a song and talk about shooting up a nigga mama house and we're all cool with that? Why is it that a nigga can hop on an interview and say, I would have been killed that nigga if I didn't like what he was doing for his mama, and we as a culture are cool with that? At some point as a culture, we gotta pull these rap niggas aside and say, hey bruh, the killing shit, corny. Threatening each other over the songs, corny. Throwing your life away behind ignorant shit, corny. What is it gonna take, bruh? Like, really, what is it gonna take? What is it going to take before the culture realizes that throwing your life away behind Rico, throwing your life away behind gang shit, throwing your life away behind ignorant beef is not worth it, especially if you're a multi-millionaire rapper? Why is this a debate amongst the culture? Why are we fighting over free YSL or keep YSL? YSL is a bunch of grown-ass men who made a decision to be about that life, and that life doesn't do anything but take life from you. As you can clearly see, Big Nut is dead. The nigga that YFN Lucci rode on the ops with that got shot in the head and YFN Lucci allegedly pushed him out of the vehicle, he's dead. Young Thug is in jail right now, facing death, because 10 years in prison, bro, you're basically dead. 30 years in prison, you might as well just never come back. Death is all we see in this scenario. All we see is downfall and death. And yet we're still arguing about keep or free YSL. Let YSL handle the consequences of their own actions. It's about time we took a little bit of accountability in the hip hop culture. Let these rap niggas take accountability for their actions. I see too many comments on the internet talking about, well, you know, being a rapper is just the hardest job in the world, bruh. I mean, you look at how many times they trying to kill these niggas, bruh. It's the hardest job. Being a rapper ain't the hardest job in the world. Young Thug chose to be a street rapper, a gangster rapper. He chose to have 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot in rap, and it backfired. Come on, bruh. Same thing with King Von. King Von had one job, and that was to be a rapper. King Von went out of his way to keep bothering people, and he got shot and killed. And I mean that with the utmost respect, but I gotta be clear here. I'm not gonna sit here and say fuck King Von, or I'm not gonna violate or disrespect the dead, but I'm gonna be blunt and honest and clear here. Being a gangster rapper is a dangerous job. Not being a rapper. Drake is fine. Niggas fear Drake. J. Cole, niggas don't got no beef with him. What's the other? Niggas ain't bothering Kendrick? For what? It's only the gangster rappers that seem to be having issues. XXXTentacion was the only non-gangster rapper who got just killed out of nowhere. And that was because he wouldn't give up the Louis bag. It was still a murder, still unjustified. But X was the only rapper who was killed just out of just a random act of violence that didn't even have any real basis in beef. The rest of these rappers, bro, they have real issues in the streets. It's not dangerous to be a rapper. It's dangerous to be a gangster rapper. And at some point as a culture, we got to understand that music that glorifies self-inflicted genocide is not fly. It ain't cool. It ain't real. It ain't what's up. That shit is corny. It's corny to make music about exterminating yourself. It's corny to glorify people who promote self-extermination. How is that fly? How is that? Oh, y'all niggas say fi. How is that fi now? How is that cool? How? Am I missing something here? Between niggas going on an interview saying I would have been killed that nigga, niggas hollering on a song, I shot at his mama, he no longer mentioned me. Between all of that, I don't understand what's cool about this shit. This shit is corn energy. It's cornball energy to me. Akademiks is right. Akademiks is right for criticizing this. Why are you hopping on the internet saying shit like this that you don't got no business saying? Stop talking about shooting a nigga's mama's house. Stop talking about threatening niggas, and if I didn't like what he was doing for his mama, he would have been dead. Stop, bruh. Stop. Whole time you're being investigated for a RICO. Stop, bro. I just want to leave the video off with this, bro. Think about it right now. You can get up out of your bed right now, bro. Open the fridge, eat some food, drink some milk, drink some chocolate milk, drink some orange juice, whatever it is you like. Now imagine your ass in jail and you can't do that shit. You in a cell with another man, you got to deal with all of this bullshit that comes along with being a fucking inmate. Do you really want to go from being free to go wherever you want, to be able to get up in the middle of the night and say, I'm going to the club, I'm going to the bar? But you in jail, you can't go anywhere but where you are, right there and that, right? Is that what you want? Because that's where Young Thug is. Young Thug went from being able to go see whatever he wants to now seeing a fucking bathroom-sized room for the rest of his life. That's what you want? That's what's cool. That's what's fly. That's what y'all niggas want to convince the black youth is fly? Is just going to prison forever? Really? Really? That's corny. Ain't nothing cool about being dead. That's basically what it is to be in prison forever. You're basically dead. Y'all niggas want to be dead? Y'all want to be buried alive? Is that what y'all want? That's what's cool. That's what's fly. That's what's popping with y'all. That's really what we gonna do, bro? No, bro. Let Young Thug and YSL deal with the consequences of their own actions. They'll be all right. They knew what they was doing. They thought they were invincible, untouchable, and it backfired. Let niggas be grown. Let niggas take accountability. This is the main reason why the black community struggles so much with being taken seriously. It's because outsiders see what's going on and say, damn, so he threatened this and he did that and he said this and he said that and he did this and he did that and y'all saying free him? Oh, hell no. I'm sorry, but it's true. Y'all gonna get mad at me for saying it, but it's the truth. It's true. That's the reason why people in the community don't take the community seriously. Black people within the community don't take the community seriously because they see, oh, he did this and did this and did this and did that, and we saying free him? Oh, hell no. I've got to be real. We gotta hold people accountable. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.